Assalamualaikum President of Indonesia Joko Widodo inaugurated the National Defense Punggawa Malolo Mamuju Hospital. Residents of Pekabata Village, Polewali-Manda Regency, West Sulawesi were shocked by the discovery of a newborn boy in the buses. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and welcome back to Sulbar News. I am Muhammad Rifai Sahida. For the next 30 minutes, we're gonna give you the highlight news from West Sulawesi. You can also watch our YouTube channel on TVRI West Sulawesi. And let's begin to the very first news. President of Indonesia Joko Widodo inaugurated the National Defense Punggawa Malolo Mamuju Hospital. The hospital covers an area of 9,000 square meters. Is inaugurated virtually by President Joko Widodo along with 20 other hospitals throughout Indonesia.
The National Army Hospital officially operated in Mamuju, West Sulawesi. The opening of this Malolo Mamuju Hospital was inaugurated virtually by President of the Republic of Indonesia Joko Widodo, along with 20 other hospitals throughout Indonesia. The hospital covers an area of 9,000 square meters. President stated the establishment of the hospital inaugurated today was initiated by Ministry of Defense as an answer to health problems, especially in dealing with world health threats, such as the COVID-19 virus. The military sub-area commander 142 Tatak Mamuju, Brigadier General, revealed the availability of Punggawa Malolo Mamuju Hospital not only provided for military members and their families, but also for the general public. Celebrating the grand opening, free treatment and distribution of basic materials for patients from the general public. The inauguration of the Punggawa Malolo Mamuju Hospital was attended by Regional Leaders Coordination Forum of West Sulawesi, including the Regional Leaders Coordination of Mamuju Regency, along with the doctors and medical staff members who are ready to provide great customer service for patients. Currently, there are 39 health workers ready to carry out health services at the Punggawa Malolo Mamuju Hospital. This hospital is under the Military Health Command 14 Hasanuddin Makassar. Jawaluddin Daipindo Hasrul Hasib reported.
On the other hand, the 119 Indonesian National Military Integrated Village Development Program in full 150 military personnel and police officers to build a number of infrastructure facilities as well as non-physical activities in Karampuan Village, Mamuju District, West Sulawesi.
Commander 1418 Mamuju Military Command Colonel Infantry Muhammad Imasfi provided briefings to hundreds of military personnel and police officers who are members of the Indonesian National Military Integrated Village Development. Personnel briefings were carried out to further ensure the implementation of the Indonesian National Military Integrated Village Development run successfully and smoothly. The 119 Indonesian National Military Integrated Village Development Program will be held on February 20 to 20 March 2024 in Karampuan Village, Mamuju District, West Sulawesi. This activity involved 150 military personnel and police officers who came from the Makassar Auri Unit, Naval Mamuju, Sipur 8, Unit 721 Andi Makassau, Military Sub-Area Command 142 Tatak, Unit from the Mamuju Police Station and the Military District Command Unit 1418 Mamuju. They will build several infrastructure facilities as well as non-physical activities. According to Military Command 1418 Mamuju, the briefing officers was carried out the Military District Command 1418 Mamuju to give emphasis to soldiers to work professionally, especially applying the principle of the presence of armed force, as an effort to assist the community in repairing some of inadequate facilities. Therefore, in the briefing meeting, it was emphasized that the presence of the armed force in Karampuang village was a part of bringing the armed force closer to the community. The deployment of military personnel and police officers to Karampuang Island was carried out after departing from Military District Command 1418 Mamuju quarters to the port. The soldiers departed by ship transportation from TPI Mamuju port to a specified point, mainly ensuring that all departed personnel could return home safely. Jawaluddin Daimpaindo reported.
Residents of Pekabata Village, Polewali District, Polewali Mandar Regency of West Sulawesi were shocked by discovery of newborn boy in the buses.
Residents of Pekabata Village, Polewali District, Polewali Mandar Regency, West Sulawesi were shocked by the discovery of a newborn boy in the buses, right behind the resident's house. The baby was crying loudly, so it attracted public attention. The residents who found the baby boy immediately wrapped in a cloth. Then the baby was cleaned by the resident. The resident suspected that this tiny baby was deliberately thrown away by his parents, as the baby was unwanted. Luckily, the baby was quickly found by the residents. A resident, Abdul Qadir, said the newborn baby was found by his son when he parked the car behind his house and heard the sound of a baby crying. He immediately rushed to check the source of the sound and found the baby lying in the bushes. He immediately brought the baby into his house. Due to this incident, the residents came to help by carrying baby equipment. Up to now, the police are still investigating the perpetrators who abandoned this innocent baby and installed a police line at the scene. Jalal Kalaki reported.
Hunting result was information. Bawaslu investigated 6 cases of election violation. Sulbar News will be back after the break.
Budaya warisan leluhur yang masih terjaga hingga kini, tak lekang di gerus zaman. Ia tak sekedar lekuk sejarah, ia hadir sebagai filosofi hidup orang Mandar di setiap sosoknya. Di dalamnya mengandung budaya, seni dan mistis bercampur menjadi satu. Mari lestarikan budaya asli Sulawesi Barat.
Thank you so much to stay with Sulbar News. The fourth counting of election result at the sub-district Polewali Mandar Regency, West Sulawesi was in commotion. One of the party witnesses protected the use of additional voters list and executed voters list to not according to the rules.
A witness from one of the parties was participated in election suddenly protested while the counting process at the sub-district. The witness even argued with the sub-district election committee inside the office. The commotion continued and some other witnesses asked to continue the counting process. The commotion stopped after a number of police officers asked all parties to remain calm. One of these parties' witnesses suspected the use of additional voter lists. The witness asked for a proof of the Model A form of transfer voter paper. However, the organizers argued that the protest should have been carried out at the polling station, not in the district. It was discovered that the polling station preferred by the witness had 10 uses of ballot papers by additional voter list, without the Model A form of transfer voter paper. Although there was a commotion and protest, the recapitulation process of the 2024 election vote counting was still resumed, yet the witness would continue the matter to General Election Supervisory Agency. Jalal Kalaki reported.
On the other hand, the General Election Supervisory Agency of Mamuju investigated regarding 6 cases of alleged election violation during the 2024 simultaneous general election. These 6 cases of alleged election violation, 3 of them had potential to revote.
On February 14, 2024 was a huge day for citizens of Indonesia. Hundreds of millions Indonesians had participated in the Democracy Festival of the 2024 simultaneous general election to vote the next president. Nevertheless, the elections were expected to be held safely, peacefully, and reflecting the aspiration of the people, yet still left various problems. The General Election Supervisory of Mamuju Regency, West Sulawesi, investigated regarding 6 cases of alleged election violation, and 3 of them had potential to revote. The chairman of the Mamuju General Election Supervisory, Rusdin, stated the General Election Supervisory is currently investigating 6 cases of alleged election violation, and there are 3 letters have issued to conduct re-election. Yet there is a possibility it will increase, depending on the discussion result. Election result is currently in the counting process. Let us all maintain conduciveness, both organizers and participants, so this process can be held safely and smoothly. There were 187,167 additional voter lists spread across 11 districts, 101 villages in the 2024 simultaneous election in Mamuju Regency. The larger additional voter list was in Mamuju district with 42,440 people, followed by Kaluku district with 38,604 people, and Simboro district with 23,906 people. Muhammad Shafri reported.
3 polling stations are recommended by the General Election Supervisory Agency of Majene to conduct re-election in Majene. Meanwhile, data from the General Election Commission of West Sulawesi, as many as 6 polling stations will conduct re-election this week by the supervision of their General Election Supervisory.
The General Election Commission of Majene is ready to hold re-voting at 3 polling stations located in 2 districts, namely Labuan Polling Station 6 and North Labuan Polling Station 13 is Banggai District and Pangaliali Polling Station 24, Banggai District. The chairman of the West Sulawesi General Election, Budiman Imran, said all logistic needs at polling station have been distributed for the implementation of re-election. North Labuan Polling Station 13 and Pangaliali Polling Station 24 held re-voting for presidential election, Vice President candidate, the Regional Representative Council, and the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. Meanwhile, Labuan Polling Station 6 only conduct re-voting for presidential election and vice president candidate. The implementation of re-election in the three polling stations was carried out after the General Election Supervisory Agency of Majene had issued recommendations. This was done due to the presence of residents from other regions who participated in the voting. They were not registered in the permanent voter list, additional voter list, and didn't qualify as executive voter list. The General Election Supervisory Agency continued to supervise, including areas that are prone to money politics. Muhammad Rizaldi, Andi Jemang reported.
The fourth recount held at polling station 24 Timbo Timbo, Pangaliali Village, Majene Regency, as well as two other polling stations located in Banggai District and East Banggai lasted until the evening.
The recapitulation of vote count results conducted at polling station 24 Timbo Timbo, Pangaliali Village, Majene Regency, attracted the enthusiasm of the public and was tightly guarded by the police officers and military personnel, along with the Commissioner of the West Sulawesi General Election Supervisory Agency, the General Election Commission of Majene Regency, the Election Supervisory Committee, and the District Election Committee of Banggai District. The types of ballot papers that were voted, namely presidential election and vice president candidate, Regional Representative Council, and the House Representative of the Republic of Indonesia. The chief of the election committee in Pangaliali Village, Muhammad Kadri, stated the implementation of the re-election started at 7 a.m. until evening time. Muhammad Kadri added the re-election process was conducive, yet the enthusiasm and the number of people present during the re-election was difficult to control, as of they had to postpone it for a few minutes to calm the atmosphere. This situation made the re-election process last till the evening time. Aswar Abdillah reported.
Coming up next, Dinkes of Kuala recorded 182 election organizers fell ill. The prosecutor arrested the Nepo village head. Sulbar News will be back after the break.
Dari Pulau Karampuang, Sulawesi Barat,
TVRI
Media Pemersatu Bangsa.
Kegigihan masyarakat Mandar dalam bertenun sudah dimulai sejak ratusan tahun lalu, berlangsung secara turun-temurun. Perangkat tenun yang digunakan baik kayu pemintal, pewarnaan benang, dan pemeliharaan ulat sutra semua diambil dari tanah leluhur yang ada di sekitarnya. Lestarikan tenun sebagai budaya milik bangsa.
Mari kita lestarikan tenun Mandar, warisan budaya leluhur kita.
Alam dan manusia adalah kesatuan. Terikat kuat layaknya jalinan benang yang membentuk kayu. Sekomandi, pencerminan betapa erat dan kuatnya ikatan masyarakat Kalumpang dengan alamnya. Marilah menjaga warisan leluhur kita sebagai identitas diri. Sekomandi, warisan budaya masyarakat Sulawesi Barat.
Thank you so much to stay with us, and let's see with the other news. The Health of Department of Polewali Mandar Regency, West Sulawesi Province, recorded 182 election organizers fell ill due to fatigue while on duty.
The whole Department of Polewali Mandar Regency recorded 182 elections organizers fell ill due to fatigue while on duty. The data is based on record of community health centers officers who oversee the election. There are 20 community health centers spread across 16 districts, where each polling station have a medical team on guard. Meanwhile, the organizers of these elections involve members of voting organizing groups, voting committee, and the community protection unit fell ill due to fatigue. They started experiencing symptoms of hypertension, weakness, nausea, and vomiting. The head of Health Department of Polewali Mandar, Dr. Mariani, said most of the 182 elections organizers underwent outpatient. There were 20 people experiencing symptoms of hypertension, 12 people experiencing weakness, nausea, and vomiting. 2 election organizers were taken to Haja and Didepu Regional Hospital in Polewali Mandar to get an intensive treatment. Meanwhile, the head of General Election Commission of Polewali Mandar, Nurjana Waris, stated all the election organizers who fell ill will get additional medical expenses. He also appealed to the voting committee, which was currently carrying out the recapitulation, to pay attention to their health conditions. Jalal Kalaki reported.
Open plenary meeting on the recapitulation of the vote counting for 2024 general election at the Mamuju Sub-District level 1 smoothly. 172 polling stations in Mamuju District and 66 of them have been recapped.
The Technical Division of the Mamuju Sub-District Election Committee, MIFTA, explained that the vote counting at the sub-district level went smoothly. He added 172 polling stations in Mamuju District, 66 of them have been recapped. Vote recapitulation at the sub-district started from February 18 until today. There are no obstacles in the sub-district and ensure that the recapitulation will be completed in the next 2 to 3 days. He appreciates the political party witnesses who are very cooperative in the vote recapitulation at the sub-district level, so they run conducively without any obstacles. In leading the plenary meeting of the vote recapitulation at the sub-district level, First Police Inspector Sirajuddin stated police officers will continue to secure the location of the vote recapitulation at the sub-district level until it is completed. The reserve police deployed 20 officers by dividing two exclusive teams to secure the location. He added that so far the recapitulation runs conducively and smoothly. Irham Hambali Mansur, Muhammad Adam reported.
The fugitive arrest team of the prosecutor office along with the Polewali Mandar High Prosecutor Office succeeded in arresting the defendant identified as a T in a corruption case of village fund. The defendant is the head of Nepo village in Polewali Mandar Regency.
The fugitive arrest team of the prosecutor's office along with the Polewali Mandar High Prosecutor's Office succeeded in arresting the wanted fugitive list, identified as T, in a corruption case of a village fund. The defendant is the head of Nepo village in Polewali Mandar Regency. Based on warrant, the convict was in the wanted list since 2021 and determined as a suspect since August 16, 2022. Some empowerment activities were not completed, and the activities were not spent according to the village revenue and expenditure budget. Furthermore, the payment of honorary employee and operational village equipment was also not paid by the head of Nepo village. The convict's actions caused financial losses up to 338,526,969 rupiah. The village head was immediately taken to the Polewali Class 2B detention center for 20 days before being judged and threatened to 20 years in prison. Jalal Kalaki reported.
On the other hand, the potential of local film continue to be echoed by the film community P2 Cinema. The local films are encouraged to grow through the commitment from the film workers and the government to advance cinema in West Sulawesi.
Successfully did the first films, P2 Cinema returned to screening the second films resulting from the creativity. The students who joined the film class taught both theoretically and practically, thus producing film works that were watched by hundreds of Mamuju residents at the launching of Kali Kali. 3 short films were successfully made in a short period of time. The title are as follows. The first one is Haruska, which told about the heavy burden of a child who had to follow the parents' wishes to become the employee of the state civil administrations. The second one is Simpang Jalan, told the story about the campus depravity that committed scholarship corruption. The last one is Pulang, the last title based on true story, which told the mystical incident of a child who was missing turned out to be alive with mental disorders. The president of the film class, who is also a member of Regional Indonesian Broadcasting Commission of West Sulawesi, Nurulia Islami, stated that we strongly support the existence of this film class. This film class is a part of Regional Broadcasting's commitment to elevate local content as desires for all broadcasters in West Sulawesi. Meanwhile, the programmer of P2 Cinema, Ikhwan Wahid, hopes through the launching of these films can increase public interest in local film produced by young filmmakers in West Sulawesi. Ikhwan added the potential of West Sulawesi filmmakers is undoubted. Even some of the works produced have been screened in theaters and nominated for India films. He hopes that the local contents which tell the story and social conditions of the community can be released in the form of film works. Muhammad Idrus, Muhammad Arif reported.
And we're going to see the weather. That's what's up Sulbar News today. I'm Muhammad Rifai Sahida with all the crew. Say thank you so much and bye for now.